most likely he's going to drag you to hell. You're going to go to hell with him. You're going to go to hell. Okay, so as a single woman that is also a Christian, there are a lot of lessons that I've learned when it comes to choosing a partner during my walk. And as your big sister in Christ, I thought I would share my top 3 type of men that I think you should avoid. Number 1, if he does not show a lot of interest or is putting forth effort into getting to know you, my sister, run. That man does not want you for real, okay? He does not want anything serious with you. If anything, you're probably on the back burner when his main roster or main chicks aren't even giving him the time of day. He's also maybe just not really emotional available. Either way, you will be really wasting your time with that man. Any man that is truly interested in you or truly sees your value is going to spend time or invest in you in some way, shape, or form. So my sister, if he is texting you in the middle of the night, or he texts you every day, what are you doing, and doesn't respond for 8 hours, then texts you again, it's the same thing over and over. Move on. You're not the main character for him. You're not. Number 2, you want to avoid the man that is either not on the same level or higher per se when it comes to their faith walk with Christ. So this type of man may look like a guy who may even have God first in their bio, or he may just be lukewarm. So he's not fully settled in his identity in Christ yet, or there's a lot of things that he kind of dibbles and dabbles. He has one foot in and one foot out. And I say this will not work because this is what will happen. You love that man so much, and assuming that you also love Christ so much, you are going to try to make that man into something that he is just not, or that he is not ready for. So it's going to look like you saying, babe, come pray with me. Babe, come to church. Babe, can we read the Bible together? And a lot of times, he may oblige, but other times he may also resist. But if that's already not in him, eventually at some point, you're going to be very drained, okay? That is not your job to necessarily build the man into who you want him to be. That's God's job. And it's also not your job to be leading him when it comes to your spiritual walk. That's going to cause a lot of issues and tension in the future. I see a lot of relationships where people are unequally yoked when it comes to their spiritual walk. And a lot of times it's the woman that is more spiritual than the guy. And in the end, it just won't work out because you invested so much time and so much hope into this person just for them to not be it. They don't have it in them. Do not waste your time with that, okay? You want to be very mindful when it comes to your spiritual walk. There's a risk of there being a lot of tension between you two because you two may not be on the same page when it comes to him leading you. If a man is not subjected to the will of God, but you are subject to the will of God, when it comes to him leading you, y'all aren't going to be on the same page, most likely, right? He's going to tell you to go this way, but God is telling you to go this way. So now who do you listen to? Okay. Number 3. Lastly, if that man, if he loves Christ with all of his heart, right? But he is still fornicating outside of marriage, or he doesn't even believe in waiting until marriage, my sister, turn around, run, and go lock the door behind you. Because I guarantee you at some point, that man is going to drag you down with him, okay? And I'm assuming if you're taking your walk with Christ seriously, then you're also waiting for marriage. So the tricky part is that if you're entertaining a guy who is not waiting until marriage, you're very beautiful, right? Although he may really want to respect you, if he already doesn't have that discipline, that sexual discipline, let alone doesn't have the desire to discipline his sexual urges, most likely he's going to drag you to hell. You're going to go to hell with him. You're going to go to hell. I'm being dramatic, but it's going to be very challenging for him to withhold himself. And unless you have a very strong will, you may find yourself really taking that hit or, giving that up or sinning, backsliding. And you wouldn't want to put yourself in that situation. I've had a lot of relationships where I've dated guys and, they say they love God, love Jesus. But when it comes to the sexual aspect, they're just not there yet. And it gets very tough. I'm not going to lie, it gets very tough. So if they are not really strong in that area, who do you have, when it comes to holding you accountable in that area of sex? So those are my top 3 types of men I think you should avoid as a single Christian woman. If there's anything that you think that I should have added, or even if you disagree, let me know, add it in the comments. Bye. Mwah.